Good morning from a sleepy day 37. Ooh, I did not want to get up this morning. I actually slept in. I went to bed last night about 8, and that is the fastest I fell asleep on trail so far. I laid down and was out probably within a few minutes. It was great. Although, I did wake up a lot last night. But it wasn't too bad though, because I would just check the time and then roll over, and then I was out again till the next time I woke up. So it wasn't bad. But I did wake up at my usual. I was up at 4:20, and I said, no. And I rolled over and I fell back asleep. And then I woke up again at about 5:20. And I said, no. It's like, I want to sleep. So I rolled over, fell back asleep, woke up again, 5:40. I said, alright, I guess I'm getting up. So today, besides coming out of town, today's the latest day I've started on the trail in a while. It was 6:20 when I got on trail. So I didn't have to use a headlamp this morning, which was nice. I don't know where I'm going today, because I keep saying I want to go to Partnership Shelter, but it's 23.9 miles away. And there's another shelter called Trimpy, if I said it right. That's 14.1. It would make it for a really short day for me, but then, because they're calling for rain tomorrow, at least 2 days ago, the last time I was able to check the weather, that's what they said. And I like to do short days on rainy days. So if I went to Trimpy, then I'd only have like a 9-point-something mile day to the Partnership Shelter the next day, which would be an awesome shelter to stay at and spend most of the time at, because then that's when I could order a pizza and enjoy it. So that sounds really good. But at the same time, if I get the Partnership Shelter today, I can get my pizza today. But then also, like 11-point-something miles is Atkins, Virginia. And I don't know if they even have any availability, but there's an alpaca farm there that has a hiker hostel. And I don't want to spend the extra money, but I heard it's one of those cool places that it's just unique. And so I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And today, luckily, I hope I don't jinx myself. I hope I don't jinx myself, but the terrain has had so much less rocks. So it might be a lot easier for me today to do that 23.9 to Partnership. But I'll let you guys know what I end up doing. Now, given I'm at a trailhead, but it's not something you see every day. It is 3 bananas, very, very old and disgusting, hanging from a tree. I finally got a bit of reception, so for the first time in 2 days, I was able to catch up on all of your comments, and thank you all for the wonderful comments. You guys are always so encouraging. It makes my day when I read them. It really does. So thank you. Also, I was able to check the weather, and tomorrow they're calling for rain, a possible thunderstorm, but it looks like starting by 7 a.m. all the way till at least 2. There's a pretty big chance of raining, so it sounds like it's going to rain all day. And then by 3, it looks like it trails off to like 20% or something like that. And it's only supposed to be a high in the low 50s, I think, tomorrow, and get down to a low in the 30s. So it's going to be a cold day and night. Wouldn't be so cold if it wasn't going to rain. So now I'm trying to figure out what exactly do I want to do today. It's sounding more and more like I want to go to Partnership Shelter, because if I go there, then if the rain is really bad, that's the perfect shelter to take a zero at. Or wait till later in the afternoon when the rain goes away and then hike on. I don't have to go to a shelter. I can go to a campsite somewhere, and that way I'm not hiking in the rain. You can call me a wimp. I don't want to hike in the rain. I mean, if it's a light rain, I don't mind it at all. But when it's a downpour, it's miserable. And why hike and be miserable? And the fact that, I'm doing bigger miles than I ever thought I would be at this point. So, I'm not really too concerned about not putting in too many miles. The only thing that I don't want to do is spend the extra money to zero in a town. That's my concern. So if I stay at Partnership Shelter tonight, and then I take the day off the next day there, that's not a big deal to me. So we'll get there, right? Because I'm moving really slow today, guys. Really slow. But I just worry that if I get there too late, the shelter will be full. And I don't think you're allowed to camp outside that shelter. You have to sleep in the shelter. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll let you know. Have to show you guys this. There's nothing underneath this tree. But it is hanging because way up there, I don't know if you can tell, it's caught in the other tree. So that looks really cool. That there is just, it's like it's floating in air. Well, I officially made up my mind on what I'm doing today. I am going to hike to Trimpy, or however you say that shelter. I'm just hiking there today. So it's only going to be 14.1 miles. But, in my head, I'm so used to hiking bigger miles lately that 14 seems like it's such a short day, but it's really not. Although because I start so early, I'm going to get done really early. So I'll be sitting around for quite a while before I go to bed. But the reason I decided I'm going to stop early is because after yesterday, my feet hurt really bad. I think, my feet have been hurting for a while, but not this bad. My shoes really need to go. But I think yesterday, between my poopy shoes and all those rocks, I really beat my feet up. And I'm just having a hard go with my feet this morning. So I think the best decision would be not to do 24 miles today. And even though I'm going to end my day super early, it actually works out really well, because then I will be able to give my feet hours and hours of rest. Just prop them up. And I have some movies downloaded on my phone. So I could always just chill out in the shelter, watch a couple movies, and I think it'll be a nice evening. So that's my plan. One of the best parts about doing a short day is right now I only have about 5.5 miles to camp, and it is 10 o'clock. So I get to sit here for as long as I want and not feel like I have to hurry up because I still have to make another, 16 miles for the day. So, perks, right? Oh, it is a beautiful day again today. I've been so lucky. I mean, I've said that so many times on this trip, but I cannot believe how lucky I've been. This weather is just amazing, and that's kind of why I hate cutting my days so short, because I feel so fortunate to have such great weather. I don't want to stop so soon. because I'd love to hike through it, especially knowing that tomorrow is going to be not so great weather. But yeah, I gotta listen to my feet, and my feet are telling me cut it short today. So, but it looks like the shelter I'm going to is really nice. It's like a stone shelter. It has a fireplace. Looks like it has a really nice privy with a roof. So in the morning when it's raining and pouring and I have to go potty, I'm not going to get poured on like at the Over Mountain shelter. So that'll be like super fancy, guys. Alright, I will talk to you up the trail. I just had a big boober I made. I signed in at a trail register after I crossed the road, and I went about 1/10 of a mile past the register, and I realized I didn't have my trekking poles with me. I panicked for a minute, and I said, they gotta be at the register. So I ran back there real quick, and they were there. Thank goodness. Crisis averted. I am almost to the shelter. I think I'm maybe like 0.3 away. I've taken a ton of breaks today, and every time I take a break, my feet hurt that much more getting back up. So I'm just, oh man, I'm grateful I'm almost there, and I'm going to rest my feet all day. I'm almost thinking of zeroing at the shelter just to have a zero to rest my feet tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, I think I've got enough food. Worst case scenario is I would have to go into Marion the next day, which I hadn't planned on doing, but I mean, I could do that if I needed to. Oh, I don't know. I never know what I'm doing. But all I know is that my feet are killing me, and I really wish that I would have planned better as far as where my sister is sending me my next pair of shoes, because I'm not going to be getting my shoes for probably a week, and that's if I can make decent miles and not take zeros and do short days. So but I will get them eventually, so I just have to look forward to that. I'll catch you guys up at the shelter. I get to the shelter and somebody was just leaving as I got in, but sounds pretty neat. Fireplace. Yeah, and they say it's 0.1 downhill. Well, I think it was more like 0.2, and it was steep downhill. So it'll be fun climbing out, but very pretty area. Now I'm going to eat my lunch. Hey, Alpha Gal, look who I found in the logbook. If you don't follow him on YouTube, you should. Alright guys, so that's it for tonight. Nothing else happening. Hitting the shelter for bed, and I will talk to you guys in the morning.